Hello, welcome to B&B Tour. Today I'm going to take you through the process of laying a patio. Okay, so tools and equipment, there's a fair bit needed for this. If you're removing any stone or concrete from the garden, big stone or big lumps of concrete, a jackhammer will be really useful. And again, ear defense, safety goggles, if you're using one of those. And then you're going to need a club hammer, chisel, if you're going to be breaking up the stone there. Spirit level, a short and a long one will be really useful for this kind of project. Gloves, a broom, that's going to be useful for when it comes to the grouting stage. A rake, again, really good for getting the area raked out and level. Planks of wood, that's going to help with any spacing and true lines, and also just dragging slab layer across the floor to get it nice and level. Rubber mallet, just to help tap the slabs down, I should say. Shovel and spade. And then this is the grouting I'm going to be using, and the slab layer, which is what the slabs are going to go down onto. And then you're going to need some sub base as well. Hardcore, we used MOT type 1, which was about £40 for a bulk bag. And then if you are going to do any compacting, you're going to need a whacker plate or a compactor like this as well. So in terms of the ground preparation, we're having to go 145mm down from what we want as the top level of the slabs themselves, and that's to allow for the slabs, the slabcrete that's going underneath, the screed as well. We have had to get hold of a jackhammer though, because we had a load of stonework in here, and in order to have sort of a patio section here, we had to dig that out. And again, top tip, whenever you're doing any digging in the garden, just make sure you know any cables or pipes, either by checking plans, chatting to neighbours, or just checking yourself before you go hammering away. We knew this one was here, so we were able to work around it. And then the jackhammer itself, it's just up in the corner here. So again, there's some stonework here which we started breaking out and then just piling up off the side. So we're finished with the ground preparation, and then we can start getting the gravel or screed in then. So with all of that sub base in place now, we're going to now use the compactor, or whacker plate as it's affectionately known, just to level and compact all of this down. And again, that'll give us a nice solid base to then put the slab layer onto. Again, I'll take you through that process, and then the slabs will go directly onto that. We'll just get it nice and level. So we've opened up the bags of slab layer, popped it down, and then we've just raked it out until it's level. The next thing we're going to be doing is adding water, and then until it's wet through, and you want to use a fine sprinkler on the water that you're using, so you're not splashing it everywhere. And then once it's soaked through, you pop the slab on top, get it nice and level, and then repeat the process. We're also using tile spacers as well. That's going to keep the spacing nice and even between the slabs, so we can grout afterwards and get a nice good finish. So it's going down really well now. So it's all in the preparation, but again, with these nice large slabs, it's going down really quick. So this is the process. Basically, you can see the dry slab layer just over in this corner. So we're laying the slab layer down, raking it out, getting it nice and level, watering it right on cue, and then we're getting it level with the spirit level and a plank of wood, as level as we can, laying the slab down, making sure either using a spacer, making sure we get nice even lines that will fill with grout, and just repeating that process. At the back we used a thin plank of wood, and we put that up against the brick because we don't want to go right up to the brickwork, and that got us our true line that we then worked all the other slabs off. So we're going to carry on with this process until we're done. Grout, and we're going to repoint some of these as well, just to make sure they're nice and level and nice and secure. So on the grouting side now, we've got some Seeker all-weather fast fix grout, which is already made. All you need to do is pre-wet the joints and the slabs themselves, and then you can see here I'm just working it into the joints, and then down this end, once you've worked it in, you brush off some of the excess and just press down with your thumb or a grouting tool in between the joints, just get a nice smooth finish. And then this takes a little while to set. In warmer weather about 12 hours, but it's saying in cooler weather it takes like 5 days. So obviously not stepping foot on the slabs once this has started to set, so you don't crack the grouting. Okay, so here's the finished and set patio. We're here about 4 days later. So we've just gone through, just checked for any sort of wobbly ones, which will need to be sort of pulled back up if the ground's compacted down. For whatever reason, we've had quite a bit of rainfall. Luckily there's only one that needs sort of resetting, if you like, re-leveling. But other than that, yeah, really happy. The last thing to do now is obviously landscaping, reseeding, just trying to get a bit of a more shallow slope so the soil doesn't run off. And then underneath that lip, underneath the bifold, I'm just going to put some pea gravel, and that's going to act as our sort of rainwater runoff, which will run down here into the soakaway. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to help other beaters out there too. Take care.